The problem when you're getting embroiled in all sorts of skullduggery is you have to pick a side, seemingly, you have to work out whose side are you on. The bigger problem, of course, for Meghan and Harry is there really is only one dividing side. It seems to be that everything the British monarchy does is against them. We saw that recently at the coronation, with, of course, Prince Harry barely giving a glance towards his father, the King, as he exited Westminster Abbey. It was really a cruel sight, I'm sure you'll all agree. But of course, Meghan and Harry also have their fans and, of course, their supporters. You can't deny that, in every argument, there's two sides to every story. One of the biggest stories, really, over the last couple of years was the ongoing bullying claims by senior members of staff working alongside Harry and Meghan, who weren't allowed to speak out and, of course, had to sign NDAs. That is non-disclosure agreements, basically meaning that if you get fired or you leave, you can't speak about your employer, although it hasn't stopped the employer speaking about them. I'll leave that bit there. But now it's escalated, and if anything, it's made Harry and Meghan even more determined to fight, as Oprah Winfrey said, their truth. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company as ever. Keep surging ahead, and I thank you so much for taking the time to join me every day. Work hard, don't we? Yes, exactly. We like to bring you the stories that matter to you that are not covered by the mainstream media in such depth or indeed with any research. By the way, that ridiculous comment over on ITV during the coronation about the too white balcony regarding the British monarchy, well, they haven't apologised yet, and they wonder why their share price and advertising revenues are tumbling. Couldn't make this stuff up, could you? But back as ever to Harry and Meghan. Now, the bigger problem here is, as we know, when the bullying claims in the investigation took place, our late monarch, Her Majesty the Queen, decreed that it would remain private, and that was her wish. And it still remains the wish of the King, King Charles III. This is something that's really irked Harry and Meghan, simply because they feel that they could be vindicated from these claims. What's happened now, though, is, and this is really, really going to escalate, let me tell you, in the world of Harry and Meghan, is that their one-time aide, currently still associated with the British monarchy via the Earthshot Prize with Prince William, recently picked up his award from His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales at Windsor Castle. We're talking Jason North. This is the man that really lifted the lid on all the skullduggery going on in the background, etc. Now, according to very good sources, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, this really just verifies exactly the problem that Harry and Meghan had to encounter. According to some, they see this as really a badge of honour, basically claiming that they were not telling the truth and this particular gentleman was. Of course, in the real world, it's nothing to do with that. He's been assigned that particular honour on the background of his work and continuing work. Never see it like that, though, do they? And as the bigger picture explodes now around the world, this is something that they will return to time and time again. We've seen now that the line has been drawn. Harry basically is cutting his entire family off, couldn't show any more disinterest at the coronation. Meghan didn't want to come. So this is really a free-for-all. The bigger problem now is any word like bullying associated with any brand just doesn't bear well. And while Meghan and Harry have been advised to step back from this and let it take its natural recourse, will they, or indeed can they? Because if you're trying to build a brand about wellness and comforting and inclusivity and stuff like that, you certainly don't need this type of association. But with Jason picking up his award for the world to see, according to insiders that work very closely alongside the ex-royals, they see this as a massive slap in the face, and one they're not going to take lightly, I am told. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.